What's going on, everyone? I'm just going to jump right into this one because it really is some shameful behavior from quote unquote movie critics, but more importantly, the Rotten Tomatoes website, which appears to be boycotting the Am I Racist film, which is a Matt Walsh documentary, Borat style. You know, a lot of people call it like a Borat, right wing Borat. I don't know, because Borat generally asks crazy questions to normal people, and the reactions were the comedy. In this particular case, Matt Walsh apparently just simply asking regular everyday questions to crazy people. It's like the inverse of Borat, and their reactions still are the entertainment value. But what Matt Walsh refers to as being certified gray on Rotten Tomatoes is one of the most pathetic moves for a website maybe ever. I mean, we saw how Rotten Tomatoes was co-opted, ran interference for, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel movie, how they did it with The Last Jedi, hiding, deleting, scrubbing reviews, doing everything they could, because really the only people that buy ads on Rotten Tomato is Hollywood, right? Hollywood buys ads on Rotten Tomatoes, not the Daily Wire. Now, the real reason, so I'm going to explain why this is an obvious decision made by Rotten Tomatoes. Usually, the tomato meter doesn't show up till they have at least 5 reviews. They say that there's 0 critic reviews, when in fact there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 critic reviews. This should be a certified fresh 90% by their own scores. Well, actually, 8 out of 9 would be less than 90%. But you get what I'm saying. Like, it would be a certified fresh movie. They aren't doing that on purpose. By the way, the only negative review is from a trans individual named Jesse Gender. Despite a better target than bigoted What Is a Woman, an industry profiting off white guilt instead of fighting racism, it suffers from some flaws. Manipulative editing, oh yeah. Lazy comedy, no curiosity, resulting in an uninspired propagandistic finale. Okay, well, let's look at anybody else who reviewed it fairly. What it hones in on is essentially a sham industry that exploits the guilt of well-meaning white liberals. It hits the mark brilliantly. When it strays beyond its central premise, it's not quite as effective. So it's not like people are saying it's the most perfect movie ever. By the way, this video is sponsored by Preserve Gold. And boy, I've never thought more about it. Many of you out there are worried about the US dollar. We're living in increasingly uncertain times with inflation, the rise of digital currencies, stock market volatility, and recession warnings. Financial analysts are urging Americans to get prepared right now. That's why you should strongly consider physical gold and silver to help protect your retirement accounts like IRAs and 401ks. Preserve Gold can explore the right options for you and help you take the first step towards protecting your wealth. Today, they're giving you, my viewer, a no-obligation free wealth protection guide that contains 25 plus pages of detailed information. All you have to do is text the word quartering to 50505. Learn how you can put physical gold and silver into an IRA or 401k, and even purchase precious metals for delivery to your own home. Preserve Gold has hundreds of 5-star reviews and millions of dollars in trusted transactions with satisfied clients. Additionally, you can get up to $15,000 in free gold and silver with qualified purchase. Again, text quartering to 50505 or visit offers.preservegold.com/thequartering or linked in the description to receive that exclusive offer today. Jeremy Jahns, by the way, here's Wade Major. You're not getting anywhere on the subject, but it's funny. Is he making a point? I think it's too divisive to figure. He's too divisive a figure to be persuasive. From NPR, still gave it a positive review. Jeremy Jahns said, "It made me laugh." And the price for Jeremy Jahns simply saying that it made him laugh is getting canceled. Jeremy Jahns is a critic, not afraid to call out kind of woke tropes and stuff like that. And you have that loser, Matt Jarbo. Remember him? Remember when he was out hunting boulders and that's why he couldn't be bothered or something like that? I don't know. He used to be a YouTuber until he screwed it all up and started reporting other YouTubers and got caught live on an epic stream. A stream that I was actually on with Jim, Keemstar, I think Ralph, Andy. It was like the wildest stream I'd ever been a part of. But anyway, now of course the left is canceling him. Jeremy Jahns has always sucked. It's amazing people value his opinion at all. Him being racist and centrist coward is not surprising in the slightest. For what? For saying it's okay. Confirmed racist. 15,000 likes, by the way, 1 million impressions. I can't for the life of me why Jeremy Jahns would shine a light on a person like Matt Walsh's and give him a shake, except Jahns got a juicy offer from the Daily Wire in the form of a connections or payment of some other sort of transaction. So accuses of him being bought off. No, I'm sure the Daily Wire did not. Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire didn't even ask me to review it. And I would have. I don't think Matt likes me because I disagree with him now and again. Look at this review, by the way. He reviewed Transformers 1, 200,000 views. Am I Racist movie review? 600,000. By the way, 73,000 likes to just 3.2 thousand dislikes. If you're hating Jeremy Jahns for this, seek therapy. If you're raging because Jeremy reviewed a movie you didn't like for political reasons, you're the problem. The fact that you reviewed a movie that a large group of political ideologues tried to slander you for being racist is all you need to know about them. I 100% agree. Is owning the libs a justification for lying? What do you mean? Why didn't you ask Kamala Harris about how she continues to perpetuate the Project 2025 lie to own Donald Trump, or how they perpetuate the lie about his federal abortion ban, which isn't true, or perpetuate the lie about anything with Russia, for example, or perpetuate the lie. Remember they used to say, oh, there's tapes of him taking a leak on somebody or something like that to own Donald Trump. All lies made up from thin air. Remember the Steele dossier? That was a lie made to smear Donald Trump. So you know what? Remember how I said earlier this year, I'm definitely Team Low Road? So yes, lying to own the libs is justified. Even the Wall Street Journal left a positive review. His documentary exposes the DEI industry by letting practitioners discredit themselves. Robin DiAngelo, another author of best-selling White Fragility and leading author on diversity, equity, and inclusion, doesn't want you to see Am I Racist?, a new documentary about the DEI industry. If you see it anyway, which I strongly recommend, you'll understand her objection. You'll laugh a lot. Before the film's theatrical release last week, Ms. DiAngelo posted a statement melting down about it. I'm not going to give you money, Wall Street Journal. Sorry, not sorry. National Review. Robin DiAngelo addresses humiliating Matt Walsh movie. I had been played. You mean like all the well-meaning white liberal women that buy your book and buy into your nonsense that they are born with inherent, inherent sin? That they're born with the original sin of being racist no matter what? Even though most of us grew up in the 90s and 2000s and no one really gave a dang about it. Look, there are absolutely, positively, real racist people out there. There's people racist against white people. There's people racist against black people. There's people racist against Asian people. There's people racist against Jewish people. All sorts of stuff like that. Like, all right, Jewish people aren't... What, you get what I'm saying, okay? Whatever race there is, there are people that don't like them for being their race. There's, the Dominicans versus Cubans versus Mexicans. Inside of that group, there's hatred. It's just always the case. And you're never going to completely stamp it out. But I think in 2024, well, I would say it basically in 2016, 2017, where we were about as good as we'd been in a long time with race relations. But now, I mean, the government, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have been spending in the liberal media, been spending a whole heck of a lot of time trying to, ratchet all that up. So they canceled Jeremy Jahns for reviewing it. You could see excited to announce that Am I a Racist has been certified gray on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics are literally speechless about the film. I mean, what a bunch of cowards. I mean, truly. I will say this, though. Okay, you can't see that. So it's here. You can see all the tomatoes, and then Am I Racist is gray. What a bunch of cowards these film critics are. They don't even want to review it. And by the way, the audience review score is 99% with more than 1,000 verified reviews. One of them is mine. One of them might be yours. But Rotten Tomatoes wants to make sure. Look, I don't know if this movie's going to make $10 million. I don't know. But it's got my money. I'm very happy to give Matt Walsh my money, even though we agree on him calling people weak for having sick days and triggering everybody. I think what you're seeing is the reaction of the system knowing it's been caught. And, the fact that they will go after any critics who actually reviewed it. The fact that, now I don't know if it's just the most new one that they put in. A lot of these are, say, the September 18th. But I wonder if there's a reason they put Jesse Gender, a trans individual, I believe. I wonder if they put their negative review up top on first. Now, maybe it's just the newest. It's entirely possible that it's just the newest review, because you can see September 10th, September 11th. So these two came in. These are both on September 18th. So maybe it really is just the newest review. I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past it. Look, if you're going to give your money to anybody to go see a movie, I think you're really going to enjoy Am I Racist? I'm not getting paid to say that, and you all know that Matt Walsh and I don't get along, and I think he's a boomer con who's too obsessed about weed and all these old dork opinions that don't matter to most voters anymore. But I still really appreciate his work. I think he did great work on this film. I think he did great work promoting it on basically a shoestring budget. And I really look forward to more of these type of films getting into the mainstream box office. But we have to go out there and support them. Otherwise, it'll never happen. So go check out Matt Walsh's Am I Racist? Leave a review yourself. Have you seen it already? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll talk to you again real soon.